And then, so when it came to the name, you know, I had about 6 or 7 names that I, you know, trying to pick from.
Yeah.
But then ultimately, like, I was just like, you know, where am I at with this, within this process? And, you know, even though, you know, I was way older, I still had that insecurity if I was good enough type of thing.
Sure.
So a lot of fear came into me as like, am I too old to just completely just start something new? And I didn't want to do it like just completely like just quit my job type of thing as just something on the side for myself.
Yeah.
It was more like an escape at that.
It's just a hobby that makes you money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and honestly, it wasn't even about the money. It's just, I just needed just to do something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
And so I basically, you know, I ended up quitting my job, because that added to a lot of where I was, you know, where I was kind of unhappy where I was at. And I took about, at that time, about over a $30,000 pay cut. And then, so I had a little bit more time to do the brand. And I started with the logo, and where the name came from. I remember more than anything, just I knew that I would regret not doing something that I really wanted to do. I'm the type of person that if something that I want to do in life, and if it doesn't go away, I just like it's like an itch that you just have to scratch. And I just knew that eventually that I would regret it not doing it, because it was following me around for 3 years.
Right.
And so, and then I saw this quote, you know, once you become fearless, life becomes limitless. And that just spoke to me. I was like, you know, basically, because I was afraid of putting my family in debt, you know, quitting my job, because ultimately I wanted to quit my job just because I just wanted to. I needed it. That was too much, you know.
Yeah.
I was just tired of basically working my life away and not spending any time with my family and my kids and my wife. And, you know, so a lot of factors came into that.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to do something for myself. And then so I pretty much, that quote just kind of spoke to me, and that's why pretty much, you know, Limitless came from. I just applied that to myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to go for it. I can't, you know, throughout the whole process, I mean, especially in the beginning, it's like I was still insecure. I was still nervous. I didn't know like if this was going to work or not.
Right.
But the biggest thing that kind of drove me was like, I just didn't want to regret it. Not just doing something that I wanted to do.
Right.
And I didn't really, like, even my wife asked me, like, you know, what do you want to get from this? And I said, what do you want to accomplish? And I told her, like, honestly, if I can just, you know, create a message and inspire people that the way the brand is inspiring me to do something out of my comfort zone and just do something completely different. And, you know, and if we just break even, as long as I'm enjoying the process, and if I just break even and I don't put us in debt or anything like that, and if I go to the gym one day and I see my shirt, I made it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I want.
It's worth it.
And I mean, honestly, that was it.
Yeah.
And so, and I think we started, so all I had was a logo, and then I ended up finding a model. All I had at the time was just t-shirts, just with my logo. And Trovell, one of my ambassadors, I just saw him. I used to follow basically like a lot of the gyms and stuff, so I knew that he was kind of into fitness, and so I just messaged him and told him I wanted to start a brand. I said all I have is a logo, and I wanted to do, you know, would you be available to do a photo shoot? And he's like, yeah. And so that's kind of how I started. And